We're moving through a series called Start the Party, and it's all about the promise Jesus made to us about getting the most out of life. When we say party in this series, we mean any effort to celebrate, serve, or enjoy being with others in a way that adds value to life. When I first started working here at Hope, I wasn't a Christian. There's several occasions where I was less than cordial with others around me. But Derek guided me with grace and forgiveness. He helped me when I didn't deserve it. He gave me chances and opportunities that I'm sure made others wonder what he was doing. Derek knew God was working inside of this addict. He went above and beyond to guide me, forgive me, and love me. We all need people who show up, who care, and who go above and beyond. I don't know about you, but for me, the whole idea of doing more than what's asked of me isn't easy. I think if we're honest, most of us, and myself included, would say it's easier to just do the bare minimum. Of course, I know this bare minimum approach doesn't come from a bad place. Sometimes we do this because we're honestly just tired. Sometimes the extra effort doesn't seem like it would have any benefit. Sometimes our bare minimum is the result of fear, and other times it's the result of a lack of motivation. No matter what the reason is, hear me when I say this. I think on some level, this bare minimum approach to helping others is true for all of us. But I wonder if you stop to consider it, if this is the kind of person that we want to be. In this series, we've been talking about what it means to live the full, amazing life Jesus came for us to have. Everything about Jesus' life, ministry, death, and resurrection was about going the extra mile for the people that he loved. God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. See, while we were still in the middle of our mess, Jesus went the extra mile. But Jesus took this extra mile stuff one step further. Jesus called us to follow his lead and to do the same for those around us. When we go the extra mile for others, we get to show other people what God is like. Before we get to his actual words, let me give you a little background on what was going on at the time Jesus said what we're about to read. During this time, there was a practice which basically said a Roman soldier could demand someone to carry their belongings, their heavy armor, or their gear for a full mile, no questions asked. You'd probably expect Jesus to say something like, "You don't have to listen to them," or "Don't help those soldiers do anything." But instead, he said this: "If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles." Yes, Jesus is encouraging us to go above and beyond. Think of it this way: a party starter does more than what is asked of them. It's an invitation to follow Jesus' lead and start the party right here, right now, by going the extra mile for others when we can. If we want to be party starters who do more than what is asked of us, where do we start? I think a great place to start is with a question we asked earlier. What kind of person do you want to be? Then make a decision to do something you don't have to do. Remember, the extra mile will look different for each and every one of us in every different situation that we're in. So think about just one way you can choose to go that extra mile. What does it mean to roll out the red carpet for someone else? Chances are you guys have all heard this saying before. We use it to describe incredible service, top-tier experiences, and special occasions. A red carpet represents going above and beyond to make someone else feel important, unique, and celebrated. So what would it look like if we were the kind of people who decided to roll out the red carpet for those around us wherever we go? Not literally, that'd really be weird, but in ways that we treat others, going the extra mile for those around us and serving them in ways that we don't have to, but choose to do out of love. So it's pretty clear that a party starter is someone who rolls out the red carpet for others. And finally, I want you to remember that sometimes you need to let someone else walk with you. Sometimes you need someone to go the extra mile for you, and that's a part of life. So if that's the season that you're in right now, do not be afraid to speak up and ask someone for help. Remember, a party starter does more than what is asked of them. So what's one way that you can go the extra mile for someone else this week?